Here in 11.8, we continue with the theme of treating a structure the same way we do a primitive data type, and that is that a function may return a structure. So how do we do that? We do two things. And again, this is on 635. When we have our function definition, we have to include its return type. So that means we have to have whatever the structure is available. So here in this example, we have a circle type for our structure. So it has a radius, a diameter, an area. Fantastic, right? So here in our program, so this is 11-7. This is on page 636. We can see how that's actually going to work out. Over here on line, 11, we start the definition of our structure like so. So we've got our radius, our diameter, and our area. Here is our function prototype for on line 20 for get info. That's just going to let us know the values that are contained inside of our structure, right? So here we are going to say on line 24, and this is again inside of main. So one thing I was holding off until we describe it in the code sample, but I will do it here. Also, you will notice that we have our structure definition here after our includes and before our main. And the reason for that is because we are going to need to have access to the structure. In this case, it's circle. We're going to need to have access to the structure because we have functions that use as parameters, or we have functions that use our structure as a return type. So we have to have it available globally before we can use them. So that's why that appears like concrete sequentially here up before main. So here we define our structure variable. We are calling it C. And here C equals get info. And remember, get info returns a circle type. So when get info is called, we are going to get the diameter. We are going to get the radius. We're just going to get the diameter, because from the diameter you can get the radius. I remember grade school math too, just in chunks. And you can see here on line number 59, once we've gotten that data, we're simply going to return that circle structure here and assign that returned circle structure to C, so that we can do all of the rest of, I want to say the functions, but I don't mean member functions. I'm going to say things like getting the area for it. So that's how we would return a function. Or a structure rather, I apologize. That's how we would return a structure. We would define our structure, and then when we are defining a function that is going to use it, we simply use our structure as the return type, and that's all we need to do.